Woo!
What's up, guys? Well, it's the Shrimp Po' Boy Savage. If you don't know what the origin of that title was, I came up with it a few years back. It's the actor of the Derpy Redneck, creator of the concept and the character from the storyline Guardian of the Omniverse. For those who don't know, I'm with Digital Demon.
Yeah, I know. I have the fucking shitty name. Bite me.
Yeah.
Nessa.
Nessa
And Pokemon Master from the previous episode, as well as Smeagol here from the previous one.
Hello.
Yeah. 3 subjects today. I'm actually going to dab small tidbit more on art before we move on to the other 2 much bigger subjects. Anthropomorphism and what led to the idea with the concept of furries. And I'm going to actually shock some of you guys a little bit when I mention a certain very famous cartoon character, how she started out. Don't spoil it for anyone, those who might know who I'm talking about, but we'll get to that.
No.
Digital Demon, if you ever saw a picture of his face, he's a handsome son of a bitch. I wish he could take his hair off so I could run my fingers through it.
The fuck?
Don't ever show my face to the public, please. I like to keep that to secret.
Ah, darn.
He's very talented. He actually created my Derpy Redneck, the initial drawing. That's why I put it in the
Yeah, it was for a short while when I was trying to practice drawing chibis, and I thought that would be a decent fit since you wanted me to make a small icon of your character in his full name.
I actually posed for the picture in a regular V-neck white T-shirt, blue jeans, and the black cap, which I actually have right over here. I actually got 2 black caps, the soft one and then the other one. I got the soft one right here. I'll put it on. It's game time, motherfuckers. Damn, it feels good to put this on for the internet again. It's been a good 4 fucking years, baby.
It's been a good couple years for me for having the cap on.
This is part of the Count Weston icon. Really, originally the more hard cap is the Derpy Redneck, because Count Weston, another counterpart from another universe, according to the story, the Grand Savage. I'll have to correct that. Derpy Redneck's technically the monster sealer in his world. When he's not acting like a retarded redneck and weeb, he either fights enemies or he finds monsters that have been in a lot of suffering, and he wants to end their suffering. He absorbs them into him as a living, walking seal, and he uses their power with their permission in order to redeem themselves what they've done wrong in their time, is roaming the earth, or whatnot, as a form to redeem them. He is known as the Beast
That's
Redeemer.
a very interesting sounding story.
I've been working on Guardian of the Omniverse since I was, I think since 04 or 05. The very basic was when I was playing Rayman after I got it and was watching Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball, basically, and I was to come up with the idea.
We're going to talk about... Oh, sorry, but...
Sorry, we're going to talk about furries, and after we, talk about art. Sorry.
Yeah.
See, what I was going to say I didn't get to say in the original was, episode 3 was...
Alright, hand over your value.
Oh, fuck that thief.
Like a fish.
I don't have time for this bitch. 1, 2, 3, cut up. Anyway, recharge. That makes it easier for me, because I'm trying to grip my chanting real fast. Anyways. Ooh. Anyways, folks, I have seen some amazing shit done in artwork, but people don't value it as much, and artists. I mean, there's so many internet artists out there that can have such amazing talents on what to do, and including Nessa here. And I mean, she does furry art and she does cartoon characters and you know she does amazing work and she's cosplayed as her actual persona, as she's called it, which is actually really good.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Nessa, your persona or character is like its own person, right? It's like its own character.
Well, she represents me in a way. Who I am on the inside, basically. Like, basically, the type of character that you wanted to interact with. Like basically who I am. Like, well, I'm me personality wise, like being kind-hearted, very, and somewhat outgoing, considering like, which, how do I put this? Like, I really am not very, when it comes social, not very comfortable to talk to a lot of people face to face. But when it comes to Nessa, I do enjoy, well, becoming her, not as an online, not just like a online persona, but also a character that I can actually become in real life. It did help me be more confident who I am as a person.
I would agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, this gameplay podcast is also going to be for me, as well as to establish the Derpy Redneck's presence more, as well as the other counterparts that you will eventually hear from. I wish Derpy would fucking finish with his fucking mission and come back. He's got to help me with a few videos. I hope he doesn't act cancerous like he did last time. I had to bitch slap him. He pissed me off. If somebody's worse than my autistic ass, you know that's pretty bad.
Oh my God.
I slapped him once and knocked him unconscious, and yet he's the one with the superpowers.
He's okay.
Oh yeah.
He's fine. He can't really kill him. So I wish I could sometimes. But, because he's such a fucking bastard. That, and he rubs in my face. Hey, I got a harem, you don't. Guess who gets more at night? And my usual replies, and during recordings, like blooper material, my usual responses are, bitch, don't make me control your arms or you stab yourself.
Oh. I never realized how violent you were.
No, you should see him in game when I'm playing with him.
I'm far worse.
Thanks.
When I get pissed.
Yeah, he's a legit animal.
Rawr.
Holy crap, that sounded real.
He's really good at making sounds.
Yeah,
Sometimes
I
it
can
can be, depends, but you know, furries. Furries have been a concept that's intrigued me since I was since as long as I can remember. Anthropomorphism might possibly be a part of the human psyche, and there's actual reference to this, studying about this on this concept. It might be an element of the human psyche, you know. It's possible. That's a possibility based on some stuff they were working on about it. I think it goes back to prehistoric times, because anthropomorphism also was around for just at least about as long as therianthropy, which is kind of like lycanthropy, but you can turn into any animal or were animal. Now they got down making definitive mythologies for the shit. You know, making them like legitimate mythologies and stuff for the different types of therianthropy. You know, that's kind of a different story, because some mythologies are older than others. Like Lycaon, the king of Arcadia, the first werewolf, he was a cannibal. Zeus said, "You serve me human flesh, you piece of fuckwit shit. I'll make you an animal, you fucker." And he cursed him to turn into a werewolf and how they morph that over time to people who carry the curse turn into it at the full moon or at will if they control it. Before Underworld, there was vampire werewolf hybrids, by the way. Theory-anthropic vampire hybrids.
Wait, a vampire wolf hybrid?
Werewolf vampire hybrid, like before Underworld. This was back in by White Wolf Press. There was a World of Chaos, World of Darkness. It's a trading card RPG series from the early 90s to into the 2000s. Yeah, it's very interesting to find out. So this has been around at least a little while before Underworld, but yeah.
I bet you some people are gonna say we are crazy about all of this.
No, fuck it, fuck 'em. Not literally, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either.
Because I think this is interesting. Some people find furries and people like furries and things like that. They find them gross and disgusting, which I disagree with. I don't think they're gross and disgusting.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. I've noticed, but anyway, speaking of anthropomorphism, it's basically creating a new creature by merging all the traits that make humans human. Humanity is what they are. Merging them with different species of animal, and that creates a new creature as a whole. And that's the concept of anthropomorphism.
Hey, Ness.
Yes.
How long have you had your character for?
I had her. Well, it started out as a random doodle back during middle school year. And from there, I keep like changing and developing her as time go on. I did have to do like a few redesign for her. Like the original Nessa used to have wings, but I feel like the wings is a little bit too much, so I had to like tone her down to look a little, look just like a standard. You look like your standard furry, basically. But I did try to make her unique enough that she doesn't look like a carbon copy of other people's persona. Yeah. I mean, as for design, I do have a vague idea where her hair came from, and her eyes it has to like based on a story that I was trying to write about her, but I decided to abandon the story and just made her as as an avatar. And that's all I could say about her.
And so you said you had a actual like suit.
Well, just so it itself was a commission, while the tail was from a different maker, and the arms and the paws I actually made them. I actually made those arms and hand paws actually. But
they actually look like her.
Yeah, it actually is based on the reference sheet that I drew like a few years back actually. I mean, I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind you guys actually be showing what she looks like in drawing, and also the what she looks like in suit as well.
That's actually really cool.
I
gotta ask you something. I know it's probably gonna be blunt. I know it's probably gonna be blunt. And it might make you like think, huh? It might shock you or blow you off a little bit, but.
Go on.
How could someone that's actually, if I dare say, under the fursuit, someone who's, if in the general sense, pretty, be that bad social, like very antisocial like that? I'm just curious.
Oh, you mean like me? You mean like me wearing a fursuit makes me sociable? That's what you said?
Yeah, I mean, someone like you. I mean, a lot of times guys would think, wow, like if they saw like your deviant ID or one of your selfie pictures, like, wow, she's gorgeous. Like, how could And if they hear this, they'd be like, how the fuck's that happen? I was trying to figure a way how to say that without.
Oh, that. Well, I stopped putting selfies of myself because, well, I feel like, well, people shouldn't, focus what I really look like. But I really want more people to at least focus on the artistic side rather than what I really am, on what I really look like. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't really mind having the compliments or something, but I rather wanted to show my creative side than rather my generic human face, actually.
Right, I get you.
I mean, I feel like it's too generic, and I feel like, you know what, I don't feel like I should, show my face anymore. I should, like, show my creative side, actually.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. That's understandable. Yeah, but that's what I was wondering about the antisocial thing, like, because if they saw that, like, if they hear you.
Well, here's the thing. Well, here's the thing. There's a difference between having an online life versus, having a life, your actual life,
Yeah, huge difference.
You get up in the morning, you eat your breakfast, you take your shower. It's a bit different to opposed to you going online where, you can be, you can literally just sit here being behind of a keyboard and type whatever to random people across the country.
Or the globe.
Yeah.
Well, it's either way, but here's the thing. But for antisocial, well, for me personally, I like the real life me. Here's the thing. I'm like the type of person where, like I had to it has to give me like 3 or 4 tries for me to at least have the confidence to come up to a random stranger and talk to them, like basically talk to a stranger about, hey, can you give me direction to this building or something along the line, or basically, like I'm not the type of person to do that or something.
Something very interesting I've found. Like I watch a lot of animation YouTubers, and something common I found in them, including you, that most artists artists like you or some artist YouTubers I found, most of them have like social problems, which I think is kind of interesting.
Well, I think it's because of us being the creative person. Me being a creative person, I like talking about things that interest me, basically. Like, I'm not very. How do I put this? So here's the thing, like. I don't really feel comfortable like talking about like normal everyday stuff. It's just like I feel like it's boring and it's generic. But talking about like, my art or my characters or other people's artwork is more intriguing and it catch my attention, than, talk about, well, what's going on in the world. And most people rather forget what's going on in the world than,
Yeah, because this world is great. We always are this world. We represent, that. You know what I'm talking about? So, like, we live in the same world and all that. We got to represent it, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Hey, Scotty boy! Why didn't you introduce yourself when you popped in, bud?
Why, hello.
You also have to put shyness into play as well.
Send me this.
Friend of ours, YouTube, his name's Scott.
How you doing, man? How you doing? You know?
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, like I said, you gotta put shyness into play as well.
For me, it's not shyness and it's more like I'm too outgoing for people. Yeah, that's weird. I'm autistic, but I'm not. It's not an antisocial thing. It's like people like when I admit to it, they immediately talk to me different. It's like almost. It's almost like condescending, but at the same time not quite. But it's fucking weird as shit. Like,
hello.
I'm like,
okay.
I was like, hey,
part of it,
I'm not sick.
I'm shy. I used to be very shy back then.
And then when
I can't understand anyone. Everyone's like talking.
Hold on.
I don't care.
Everybody talking at once, and I'm trying to find out what y'all talking about. Are y'all talking about live? Like live?
Scott, are you black?
we originally.
Whoa. I'm black. You got a problem?
No, I don't. It makes me better. black.
racist, bro.
I mean,
That's racist, bro.
so I don't give one fucking shit if I'm racist.
What about two?
Oh
Give two?
my god. Oh my
I'll have to wait at the door.
How much was going on? I don't know.
Wes.
Oh my god.
We were trying
Bring in
it.
the
Yo,
peace. Please
Hey, yo,
bring in
Wes,
the
I'm just
peace.
trying to suck your toes, man.
Oh, that's
All right then.
You're
Down.
racist. How about our bitch slap your ass? Come on, you can't be talking
Kicking these assholes. We're not having trolling in the fucking.
I need
Yo,
to
we
go
ain't
talk.
trolling.
Don't you kicking me, man?
You
I'm
kick so?
From a couple people.
Damn.
Yep, that's a ban. That's a ban. That's a fucking ban. Fuck yourselves.
Oh my god.
It went from a small amount of people to a shit amount of people.
Fucking Christ.
Wait, what?
How rude. Don't worry, folks. It's 24 hours.
That went south. That went south.
Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. Fuck 'em. That's how you handle that. You don't get pissed.
Why
You
did you
handle
ban
it.
Salt and Pam? Please, 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 please.
I didn't appreciate the trolling in the middle of the
He didn't do
podcast.
anything. He didn't do anything.
They were making loud disruptions.
No, he wasn't him. I promise. Please unban him.
Hey, yo,
I please.
Carlos,
Yeah,
Wes.
sure.
Please, please. No, he's my. I will leave. He's my.
Yeah, how you doing?
Carlos.
How you doing? I'm in the Discord, man. On the browser.
I'm leaving this shit up.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Fine. Hey, that's how you handle that, folks. When they actually try to take over a fucking when they try to do that and act rude and shit like that, that's fine.
That went south so fast.
Yeah, I'm not ever. That's how you. It's all right. It's fine. Cause guess what? Fuck them. Cause you don't have to tolerate that bullshit. As long as you don't lose your shit, which I have a bad tendency to do, you just handle it cool like that. And they just took over and started, invading and talking over everybody. I don't appreciate that. But as I was saying,
Either.
God, oh my god, my insides, they're burning. That was so great.
Yeah, it was amazing.
what the
Voices.
fuck was she saying?
Crazy.
No, it was in my game. I think I just saw a big ass mammoth floating up in the sky for a slight second. Holy fuck! God damn, Skype. Would you Bethesda? Would you stop with the bugs? Is driving me fuck nuts.
I would love to see that actually.
Okay.
Oh my God.
But
You'll see a glimpse of it it's a glimpse of something floating. But anyway,
just
it's
get
not
back on
the.
topic.
I cannot wait to see that.
Yes.
I cannot wait to see all this unfold whenever this is uploaded.
But anyways, but what you do, I know we were originally going to be about furries, but we'll do that in a moment. But Vlad, before we do that, I wanted to say, like, for me, it's not really antisocial. It's like, look, I don't talk to people unless I get to want to, like, I feel like they hit the right buttons and I can let my guard down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
And people that cross me or really fuck me over or do something that really chaps my nuts, I won't talk to you very easily. You don't have to prove me you're trustworthy. I don't play like that. And kissing up
Some
to me,
people can be
you
very
go fuck
sneaky.
yourself. But it's not really antisocial. It's another fact. It's like when I admit I have mild autism, people talk to me different. It's like, what the fuck you doing? What do you mean what am I doing? You're changing your tone about how you talk to me. No, I'm not. Yeah, you fucking are. Why are you lying? I'm not lying. I'm like, yeah, fuck off. I can't tell a 60-year-old woman to fuck off unless I want to be looked at as a misogynist. Which, actually, yeah, I can do it. Yeah, I can. I take that back.
I can't.
But I mean, that's what
I
people
thought you had
do.
autism.
They change.
I didn't even realize you had autism.
I do. I have Asperger's. I have mild autism, but I also got a fucked up foot. You know, I got yanked off in 2006. But yeah, people change their tone around me a lot of the time in real life and online when they realize I'm mildly autistic. Some dudes like, hey, you taking your meds? It's like, yeah, I'm taking my fucking meds. I'm on them. Or else I'd also try to find where you live and punch your fucking face in. What's it to you, fuckwit? I'll pop off at him like that, and I just like, hey, don't fuck with me, kid. You're not funny.
People get at me about being shy. That and also being a weed.
Oh yeah, and something that I've had a problem with for a long time and still have a problem with now.
Yes, 96.
That I have dyslexia. I don't have it as bad as I used to, but I had dyslexia and stuttering. I don't anymore. But whenever I tell people I have like dyslexia, they like talk to me slower and like make sure and sometimes repeat themselves to make sure I heard them. Like, it's so stupid.
Like, it's okay if you ask, but when it comes to certain people, it can get pretty rough. Because sometimes I have a problem. For instance, I'm kind of half deaf, so it's hard for me to hear and not be able to understand what people are saying.
Yeah.
And he might not mean to. I mean, if you didn't know this, you'd get aggravated a little, you know. But if you understand, you just have to be a little more patient and say, hey, you know, I was trying to tell you something. You'd be like, I'm sorry. He'll admit, I'm half-ass deaf in the ear. Like, he actually is.
I'm actually genetically half deaf here.
You're what?
It's in my genetic whole line of...
Yeah, gene pool, but yeah. That was pretty good. I actually got to, we got to expose a little of ourselves. Actually, it felt good to see. That's another thing about, this is a podcast and an experiment for me to interview people, because I eventually want to interview some people like the guy that created Secrets of Longevity, maybe, or Brandon Gilbert. I want to do that one day, because they're longevity experts and they're very useful info for people to... What is it, son?
Oh, hi, Aunt.
Hello.
Annex, how do you say your name?
Pronounce it right.
Hey, N6A, what's up?
Thank you, Wes. Anyone who doesn't pronounce it right gets banned from my Skype group and is no longer allowed on my Roblox account.
Yeah, by the way, I got banned from Roblox, and I saw far more autistic shit than I did, and all I called myself was a 420 Blazer redneck. And I got banned for that username. I said, fuck Roblox, they're shit. Well, the game's not shit, just the community. Never play this game again, uninstall, fuck the account, make sure it's wiped from history, like it's a certain type of porn flick. Click! So I am that shit, and I'm like, fuck you. That's my experience. But yeah.
By the way, Wes. I just got a hold from Tom.
Oh my god, are you... Oh my god. Ansix said he saw some personal Roblox named Kitty Suckler 69. I'm like, oh my god.
Okay. Okay then.
That is, see, and I got banned for my fucking name? Really?
Hey, same with our friend Dakota. He got banned for his one name. What is it, my next name? I mean, what the heck?
I mean, come on, that's fucked. But anyway,
okay, I had a account name called Blast Universe, and I got banned for having the name Blast Universe.
Okay, that's dumb.
That's why if you want
to, because they said the word blast could inspire people to make bombs.
Oh, that is the dumbest excuse.
That is the dumbest. If that's the case, why don't they ban Kitty Suckler 69 for promotion of pedophilia and child porn? I mean, really?
Yeah, pretty much.
Fuck that. If they fuck off, I'll never speak highly of Roblox community ever.
And I had no. And the thing is, I got banned only earlier this year. I've had that account since 2014, and they just banned me this year.
Well, fuck them. That's when you denounce them or talk shit on them for what they are, and just never play them again. And you could promote. The only reason I was going on there is Digital Demon, another fella named Night called Night Sparkle Deus Moon on YouTube. He does Twitch streams more so now, but He did. We were on there. We just wanted to watch the autism fucking flourish in there. The autism just spurting out going on. It was ridiculous. Some of the stupid shit they were doing, I couldn't stop crying my eyes out.
We even engaged in it, playing along with it just for the fun of it, just to see what kind of
debauchery we could instill. And so, like, it's the debauchery we could stir up, you know. Just, but
it was terrible.
It was.
Every moment of it was funny.
I couldn't cringe any harder, even if I saw my old man in a bukkake video, and I know he's rolling over in his grave as I say that publicly. But whatever.
The anime servers on Roblox were the worst. This.
Oh my god! On that.
Yes. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh my God.
Anytime you would go on one of those servers on Roblox, they would have description. Each person would have a description of their character in the form of a fucking wall where it covers up most of the sky from a far distance.
Oh, don't get me started on the frickin'. Don't get me started on frickin' like Meep City and those types of servers.
Oh, we drifted so far, but at least we got one of the subjects on your
hand. Get in front of me and Wass's. Name's Tom. Go by. Well, I really don't want to say the name he has, but.
Wait, what'd you say? Repeat yourself.
What?
I said we have a new friend in here. Name's Tom.
Oh yeah, you introducing me. Oh yeah, my name's Smuckerfucker.
Hey, Smuckerfucker! My animator! Here he is talking. Doing the fucking gameplay podcast.
Oh, I'm in the podcast. So
it's I got it up. It's actually episode 4 right now. But anyways, guys, did you guys back to the subject of furries? We got anthropomorphism a little bit and the origins of it. Now
furries are gay, lol.
Hey,
that's your opinion. I used to draw that shit as a kid. It was a good.
You know what I whack off to. It's a mystery.
It's a mystery.
Depression.
Your shit's gay, lol. I bet you're so fat you got pussy lips down there. I troll too. I troll too. Now let me kill the saber cat. I need the soul to recharge my shit. Here you go, hunters. Have fun. Oh, you're bandits. Yay! Faster.
Okay, but sorry. I knew we kind of stopped talking about this, but I want to talk about one more thing about Roblox. Sorry.
Go ahead, just bring it out. We'll let it flourish. We'll see what happens.
Okay, so after that, I mean, I was kind of done with Roblox. I still had some games I like to play, but. And then I made an account called I Hate My Life. Then that got banned not even like an hour or two after I made it because it said because okay, this is what it said. That account helps like promotes depression.
Promotes depression? What?
Bitches, y'all are depression. Fuck.
Like shit.
Life is depressing in general. Who really
well, not necessarily, but shit.
It is. Life. The purpose of life is art, and art is suffering.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Also,
I wouldn't go as far as to say that because.
And dude, I'm not gonna say what.
I wouldn't say that because this is what I've learned as an observer of nature, guy that occasionally studies various theologies, like from Christendom to Judaism to paganism to even the modern atheistic Satanism, read into it and stuff, even to the paganist, the views of the mystical, early like the fucking prehistoric beliefs all the way to the Native Americans in Mesopotamia, for Christ's sake. I've learned that they all have good points to them to some level, or something. Unless you're actual satanic occultist, then yeah, I don't want to see. I don't want to see fucking cutting up animals and people and shit. Fuck you.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see that.
It's disgusting. But anyways, I'll get into that kind of shit in a later period because I actually know what a little bit of it is. Like, how does this fucking autistic in the South know what this shit is? I had very many types of walks of life. It had nothing to do with actually Lucifer. It's a symbolic thing, and it can be used to piss other religions off. But I'll get to that later. That's in a different video.
I talked to Lucifer some days. You know, he's a good friend of mine.
But
Lol.
Did you guys know that a certain cartoon character named Betty Boop started out as an anthropomorphic French poodle, and she was just as sexually inclined then as she was before she changed to human.
Really?
Yes, she was based after a black actress named Baby Esther and was modeled after the French. It was Baby Esther in her live performances, but modeled into a anthropomorphic French poodle character. And there was
a good friend. Yeah, his name's
Have you ever noticed how skimpy she dressed and all that shit? That wasn't hinting at it. I don't know what would. But go ahead. Sorry, Tom. Just wanted to get that bit.
I will be back in a second.
All right.
I'm not entirely sure if I'm able to send multiple images at once on Discord because I'm just doing one at a time.
We're putting up images? Where? Where are we putting up the images?
In the art chat.
Oh, the art chat? Oh, I made some drawings. Oh, it's Karus. No, that's oh wait, and Darist. Is that what it says? Darist? I think Ryan pitched my sketchbook.
Well, I dubbed my avatar as the he's a Wolverine.
I took the latest page of my sketchbook. Just a bunch of random stuff.
Bitch, die.
And that one, I think that one's still safe for work. It's only it's not really meant to be a kind of a, how do I put it? It was something experimental that I did just for, half of it was for shits and giggles, and the other half was, so you know what, why don't I see if I can confuse people, if I can make them feel conflicted, whether they're actually turned on by it or mortified.
If I ever like anything, it has to be thick. I'm just saying. I'm not gay, but yeah. I like big women.
You're still going on.
Like, I got me yellow fever. Filipinos are where it's at. Not only can they be thick, but they got big titties too.
Hey, you know we got a girl in here, right?
What, me?
Obviously.
Well, yeah, I am a girl, but I have no problem.
Are you sure? I'm just checking.
I try to stay clear from that kind of stuff.
I'm okay. I'm fine.
Okay, I'm just checking. Just making sure.
I'm fine with it, actually. I'm not too sensitive of anything about it.
Well, I'm just wanting to make no for sure, because I've actually encountered some in my day. Go! Kill me!
Okay, I am back.
Yay.
Don't do anything like that.
And that was Julian, and Tom, and
So, what were you guys talking about?
Whoa, Smuckly Fuck, Digital, and Julian here. We're talking about girls that are thick.
Wasn't really talking.
Mentioned, well, for a moment anyway. By the time he was joining back.
About dicks all the time. Big old
tickle.
So this is going on in chat.
Fuck you.
Let's
That
get
was
back
the
to the
talking
subject
women,
before we derailed from Roblox to then talking about human body parts.
Okay, Wes, you said you had two other major things you were gonna talk about besides the first thing.
Say it again?
I was outside and saw a guy fucking.
Because when we first started, you said we were gonna talk about furries, and you had two other major points you were gonna talk about.
Yeah, so actually, we got two of them already. Anthropomorphism, I got to the origins of it, and a little when you were talking about furries, but the other one was mythology.
What type of mythology?
Any of them.
Like Greek.
What, the flying spaghetti monster?
The flying spaghetti cock?
The two brothers of Greece who were breastfeed by that dog. No, by a wolf.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Right, Bliss?
There's Greek, there's Roman, there's all kinds of mythologies out there.
Well, my favorites were the Native American, the East Indian, the Greek, especially the the genetic condition that some people are born with, very rare, is hermaphroditism, right? True hermaphroditism, born with all genitalia and all the parts work. Yeah, all the plumbing works.
There's some people
don't know about cloning by fucking yourself, but all the parts are documented to work. And there was one person that actually gave birth. Anyways, do you know? There's a document of that. There was a document of that. There's documentation, believe it or not. But what I did notice was, did you know the term hermaphrodite was actually was based directly from the name of the son of Hermes and Aphrodite? Yes, Hermaphroditus was his name. He was a god of sex.
So the term hermaphrodite was originally the name of the god of sex.
Yes, Hermaphroditus come from that. Basically, he was a very handsome son of a bitch, and there was a girl, or I forgot what type of mythical creature she was, but she wanted to be with him for eternity. Well, she got her wish in a way she didn't expect. They fused spiritually and physically, and that was a hermaphrodite, both male and female.
Oh my god! That makes complete sense.
Yeah.
The god of sexuality, lust, passion, getting freaky as fuck, basically. A god of what the Greeks were really good at, sodomy.
Well, the incest Greek gods.
Yeah.
It's going to be worse.
Oh yeah, but that's interesting about Greek mythology is they could they actually had
bestiality.
Do we have to go there?
Yeah,
you had to go there.
Fucking Christ, kill me. Kill me!
Well, if we're gonna be fucking,
great
you're
face
just
right
forcing
there,
it.
Tom. Great face, but
I'm about talking about fucking something I could learn more about before my first time, but could we not talk about fucking animals, please?
well, actually, there is something involving animals that I have to mention. It is part of Greek lore.
I know.
What? It's about the mother wolf.
Okay.
It's about this one giant wolf took care of two kids. One being a big Hercules.
Okay. This seems.
It was like the two brothers that actually made Greece were actually raised by wolves.
I think Wes knows what I'm talking about, right?
Which was that?
I know what you're talking about too.
That I know.
About the one taking care of two.
Yeah, I know. That's just that
You were cutting out on me for a second. Say it again.
The mother wolf that raised two kids, I think it was that you said.
Yeah. I think I know the story, but I don't remember the name of the two.
I think one of them might have been Hercules, but I can't remember.
Hercules was actually was born from Zeus fucking around with human women. because Zeus couldn't keep it in his dick in his pants, so to speak.
It's not
what pants?
Well, metaphorically, but yeah, good point. He had no pants. Hey, no restrictions. Hee XD. Fucking Christ.
On Earth. Come on, there's nothing wrong with that.
Another piece of mythology for me that always intrigued me were two pieces of mythology. One actually could be interpreted into modern science, but both of them actually can, because it's one was the Native Americans' great mystery or great spirit. Excuse me. The other was known as Brahmin from the Vedas. Brahmin's technically like the source of everything that led to the Big Bang, or that led to the, you know, the infinite cycle. Excuse me. Sorry. The infinite cycle of the Big Bangs, and either in modern science terms, Big Bangs and quantum tunneling leading and to cause it to happen again.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, the which also is applicable to the ancient mythology of the phoenix, or the Bennu, as the Egyptians called the bird, and they actually based it off of an extinct species of prehistoric bird called the heron bird, or extinct genus of bird. It was a certain species, the phoenix. That mythos. That's why it entices me so, because technically, you could say you can reconfigure the night and day of Brahmin mythos, take elements of the Native American great spirit or great mystery, and the phoenix as analogies for the beginning and the end and the renewal of this universe, and maybe an infinite number of universes within the multiverse, as we're getting more indirect supportive evidence of that concept. That actually intrigued me. There's my science nerd coming out. It's what my philosophical and science nerd coming out, folks. Watch out. Yeah. That's why I was I'm being considered a modern mystic by people, because of this particular little streak I just exposed myself to the public. You know, about these mythologies I just gave you. One of them is part of my native lineage. I got native blood on my dad's side, and on my mother's side, my great grandpa was a Cherokee man who married a daughter whose mother, my great great grandmother, was a distant niece of Ulysses S. Grant.
My dad's side has some native American, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm sorry about the little slip there, but yeah, I'm a descendant of Ulysses S. Grant. I got records. I actually got a picture of his mother over at my aunt's house, and over her couch. Yeah.
I have ancestry like all across the place, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
And actually, it's crazy. I didn't believe that was
a lot of different ancestors.
I got some Scottish on my mom's side. It's cool.
I'm part Scottish too here.
I'm
part Swedish.
To be honest, I have no idea what my ancestor is, other than I know that my parents are from Central America. That's all I know.
Let's find out.
I don't know where to do that. I mean, I don't.
I actually got to the very beginnings of Ancestry.com, but the thing is, I actually I used my dad's birth date and actually found the name of his mother, and everything showed up on everything. Damn, I got throat cancer in my fucking family history. I didn't know Christian.
Ancestry.com. My German family misspelled their last name.
So I actually descended from a slave owner. How sad. Oh well, wow. At least. But I'll do what Ben Shapiro said about that. Just look at it as a symbol to look at how we progressed as society, and take pride in that instead of ooh boo hoo hoo.
Mhm.
I'll listen to Ben Shapiro and do that instead. I'm not gonna be like fucking what was it, Ben Affleck?
I know for certain that
I would never condone that shit to happen again, and I would actually fight against it. if I had the power to go over to Africa and the Middle East where that's happening like crazy.
I mean, when I looked on my Spaniard side of a history, I come from an actual Spaniard house with the emblem of a blue shield and gold ribbons, and man, Filipino sides.
I can tell you this. I can say that my ancestors date back all the way to the Mayflower.
That's pretty cool, actually.
I think a lot of people's ancestors come back from the Mayflower.
Well, obviously, a lot of us did, but I also, shit. If you saw a photo of me standing next to my dad in old age, I might put it for you guys to see in Discord in a little bit, but I actually might do it in a moment.
But yeah, I think a good chunk of people have some ancestry from the Mayflower because they were some of the originals that colonized America. So it's not very surprising.
Yeah.
Well, I'll eventually will figure out what more about my family ancestor is, other than.
Oh, you can go.
Well, other than I just know what my parents told me, because well, all I know is that they're from Central America, and I mean, obviously, if you look at me, I am biologically Hispanic, but what more about my ancestor am I?
Yeah, I'm about to see where I inherited my hairline from too, by the way. About to see
or better yet, I kind of want to know where I inherit my artistic side. That's
That's probably Hispanic side. You know, just me. My parents. Say, never mind. So it's not appropriately. You know,
I didn't know Methodism went that far back in my family. I did not know Methodism.
Hispanic stuff like that. I know.
Wait, what about Hispanic stuff? Like,
I mean, like, for me, like, I see my artistic sides and music sides come from my Hispanic side of the family.
I'm not really sure that.
And my grandfather.
There, you're about to see a picture in a moment.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
That was me standing next to my old man on one Christmas.
Nice. How nice.
To leak some nudes.
Yeah, that you see that's.
God.
No,
please don't.
You see that's where I get my hairline from. You see his head. That's where I get my hairline from.
That receding hairline, bro.
So my hairline's gonna go. You see, his goes further back to the middle of his head than mine does. The receding spots. And his forehead's more exposed than mine. I'm gonna be like that when I'm 30. That's what my head will look like by the time I hit 30, just like his did. I got a 50-50 chance of being like my Papa Al's or his by the time I'm older.
Actually, I'm really good.
God damn it!
I'm really good.
Well, for fuck's sakes! Fucking hell! But yeah, I wanted to show that.
This is me.
That is a me.
Hey, thrash metal!
That's
me.
It looks like a.
What's going on?
Just on the gameplay podcast and last of it,
Tom,
actually.
It's not Dakota, it's Jordan.
Jordan, my bad.
I said thrash metal.
That's me.
Wes, you've known me for a while. Do you have to call me by my name in Discord?
Wow, we always called each other thrash metal on the fucking original one we used to YouTube back before that drama shit happened. Don't worry, that community got their karma on Reddit. And so did a couple of TF2 servers I used to go into from time to time. Well, then again, that's what they got too for bringing shit staff into their
I've seen
branches.
that one before, Tom.
Yeah, because I was the one that showed it to you.
My God, this is Jonah of Ark Statue vandalized with Take It Down.
I am back.
Jesus, I didn't know a girl could make a can make a man have a Homer Simpson kink. What the fuck?
Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
This is if you don't mind, I want to talk about something that's a little bit off topic from everything else we've been talking about. If you don't mind, Wes.
Well, actually, we'll do. Well, how about we do that in episode 6? Because this is coming to an end now. What do you want to talk about in episode 6?
Okay. It's nothing of a main thing. It's just a little story. It's just something that happened to me today. I want to talk about. It's not very big. It shouldn't take too long. Next episode.
That's fine. We got plenty of stories to go around. We got more to talk about. We'll see you then. Episode 6 of the GPPC. See you the fuck later.
Bye.
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 Bye.